All right, so I'm gonna run through some stuff tonight. We're just doing testing vocals. Some of them I have memorized, but I'm not worried about that because I'm just trying different sounds and whatnot. I do listen to music to help keep my pacing a little bit. So what we're gonna do, like I said, just working different sounds. Eventually, I'm gonna start live streaming them. I'm also going through the difference of if I want better sound quality, 'cause I use the mic for this for YouTube. If I use my computer, excuse me. If I use my phone, I won't have my mic, but I can't use my phone yet anymore because I need a certain amount of subscribers. So I don't care about that. So I'm still gonna upload videos that way. Anyway, without further ado, we're gonna do soul food. When my life was in squalor, panting from multiple afflictions, you were the remedy, God's direct prescription. Both pairs of hands are needed to conquer this recipe with generous servings of understanding to mold this intelligently. Although we're eager to master this meal's intricacy, we're patient enough to approach the task delicately. An unsteady beginning due to our raw emotions. Best meals are made extraordinary through unbridled love and devotion. The effort sacrifice transformed my pain and her innocence into an incomparable love experience. Teach me the way to your heart and all the ingredients you'll need. So long as you believe in me, I assure you will make this better than anyone perceived. Thought invoking love that doesn't follow a standard procedure. Uniqueness is our goal, which means we're each other's teachers. May your days be forever extraordinary, and your focus on happiness continue to bring evil hearts to glory. May everyone feed off your energy as you brighten their days, showing them the power of positivity. Inspired by your presence and genuine mentality, they can now focus on the positive instead of a harsh reality. A domino effect emerged from your robust vitality. An example of what love can be when not handled callously. You're a star. Without stars, there's a void and the heavens would be lightless. And without light, the planets would be cold and remain lifeless. Without love, we couldn't even imagine love. A world mindless. Unknowingly, your star makes the world better, and that's timeless. You brought warmth to my soul when all I knew was love's bitterness, and stopped the pain with love that was relentless. The personification of all love ever given in life. I can stand stronger today because of your belief, his might. All right, we're going to do via fault. Hold on. I'm going to move this over here for a second. No. I know some people have things about, posting, showing their work before it's done. Everything you guys are hearing, I already have posted in my YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and check them out. Let me know what you think. It's artwork. I'm not offended by, if you don't like it. Everyone's not going to like it. It's just, I got stuff to say, and everything's anecdotal. I want everyone just to hear what I have to say. All right, we're going to go into via fault. It's going to go back and forth between, no, I'm not going to set it up. All right. Yeah, okay. Here we go. As you'll notice, I'll get more comfortable and my voice will just, I don't know, it'll do its own thing after a while. Here we go. Three and professing, smitten, and I'm begging. Red eye to hand wide just for a little piece of heaven. Frosted tipped lips, baptized, what a blessing. Every time I get to taste her inner thigh, I'm obsessing. Line my throat with your hands, detail your commands. Your eyes connect with mine, I'm introduced to your plan. Grasping on your waist because I'm lost in your wealth. You pin my hands back so I keep my hands to myself. When you sway with intention, breaking down the suspension, confessing your conditions, tremors from your affliction. Crippled from your addiction and coming into remission. Then I put you in submission. We're in a battle of attrition. Read my body language and gauge how much I'm poignant. Hands across your body and by the way my legs are pointed. I was lost in the abyss. Stimulated bliss. A halt in your breathing, I'm catching tears in your lips. I adjust my rate of speed, decipher all your needs. Eyes open as we leap, I venture more into the deep, reaching down for your throne and peeling back your collarbone. Friction turns your vocal tones, then you start to ebb and flow. embrace around my pelvis rolls and the impact my angles toll. Through the depths I control, I'm gonna pull it from your soul. Onto my soliloquy, I kiss with your divinity and keep my eyes open as I find my serenity. Few things mean more to me, God, some kids and family, than head trips from your ecstasy when I'm in between your knees, increasing my intensity. You guide my head intently to remember favorite vividly and tell you what you did to me. Eliminate the metaphors, rip the knob off the door, destroy the handles on my drawer. While spreading love, I implore your supple honey couture, insatiable, I want more. Like I never had you before, I'll never feel you no more. Put strain on your vocal cords, cover all your contours until you're shaking from your core, evacuating to the floor. I'm dedicated to these nights out, predicated on your white out, viscerating any new doubt, collapsing on me, lights out. Beautiful. Ooh, lightheaded on that one. Let's keep it moving. I do have stuff I have to do tonight, so I'm not gonna keep it going too late. But I do have stuff I want to talk about with these. Okay. Yeah, another perfect one for this. Alright, here we go, y'all. This one is Believe in Me, You, Us, and Us, excuse me. Love is my religion. And I was built as an alchemist, mending broken hearts and shattered dreams. In due time, I'll help you rebuild your self-esteem. Breathe life back into your heart and restore your faith, as all I ask is for an honest opportunity, and I'll remind you why you even believed in the first place. Passion is my drug. My soul needs to first capture mentality, slowly making you a casualty of my sensuality. Breaking your belief that this breaking your belief that this level of intimacy was a fallacy, and rewrite everything previously thought impossible in reality. Prepare yourself for love's renaissance, where those who brought your pain are seen where those who brought you pain are seen as nothing more than a subtle nuance. Physicality is my direction, in the sense that I never want you to feel you're without my protection. To the shuddering exhale as you collapse into my embrace, encroaching yourself on my chest and getting lost in my fragrance. To the shuddering exhale as you collapse in my embrace, encroaching yourself to my chest and getting lost in my fragrance. Souls are connected so well that our hearts beat in cadence. Pleasure is my identity, seldom disclosed to the masses. Made principle to limit attention from sexual cavalier classes, bearing the advantage of an intellectual connection. Music less moments of passion, only needed your vocal inflections. Unwavering missions to reach uncharted depths of your soul, finding the balance between aggressive and reserved while we switch roles. Catering to your request and physical response. Focused on the reactions you felt were impossible and ensconced. Forever is my focus. You gave me my chance and I presented my best case to take our time and receive this endless love at a steady pace. I'm not in a hurry because I believe we're building a masterpiece. And we both learned that love done quickly surely ends in defeat. Just believe in me in this endeavor, and through the eyes of our children may our love live to see forever. Again, Dominic Gatsby, that one, Believe in Me, You, and Us. I don't know if I want to read that one. That was a different time of my life. I have, yeah, we'll do those. I like most men. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Bonsoir Saint Germain. And then we're going to do both of the Bonnie Clyde's, Parker Barrows poems that I have. I like most men. I like them others you can help me. Hold on, I gotta pull them up. I thank you for bearing with me. So anyway, I'll fill in this empty space. like I said, they're anecdotal. So basically, I can't write. I'm not good at. I can't even be inspired to write about stuff I don't know about, like that I'm not going through. So whether some of these are from years ago, some of them from this year, one's from this year, and a couple from last year. But I have to live life. I have to, because this is what I'm doing. For me, this is like, some people write journals. This is what I do. I call them my verbal mosaics, because I can't paint, and I wish I could, so I can get what I feel across like that in a visual format. But I only have my voice. I only have my words, and that's what I'm gonna use. My verbal mosaics. I used to just write stuff and let people read them, but I was like, I don't think you can get it like if you hear it in my voice, and. So that's why I started doing that. I want people to see it in my face, like. It's like that. Like when I write these are literally things that I've gone through in life. Some of them are a mix of people. Most of them are one person. Not the same person throughout all of them, but just at different times in my life. Like I said, like a collage, or like I said, a verbal mosaic. Okay. Bonsoir Saint Germain. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna copy and paste this one into the doc I have open, so I don't waste all your time, and then go from there. All right, let's do it. Bonsoir Saint Germain. My current inspiration derives from your intellectuality. Hold on to these words as my directions. Excuse me. Let me start from the top. My current inspiration derives from your intellectuality. Hold on to these words as my actions breathe life into them and create our reality. Find the belief in my eyes that in our moment you're a treasure, not a tragedy. And despite the pace of our tension, with me you would never be a casualty. Collapse these rings around me and detail your deepest fantasy. Your request is my mission. Make you lose your sanity. Embrace all your vanities until you speak solely in profanities. Realizing you won't ever have to question this decision, personified by the way she exhales in sync with my physical precision, telling me how this movement was in her vision. Inexplicable, but she believed in her deepest intuition. She was simply just waiting for the perfect conditions. Her words are deeply increasing the power in my intention. With the neighbors listening to the sounds of our collision, I increase my focus until they feel you lost your religion. Grasp the back of my mind as the wall tickles your spine. Don't break visual contact as I enter your divine. Trembling to the words I instruct, I'm committed in ways others will reluct, ensuring that you never feel rushed, approaching this as if it'll be the last time we'll touch. Requesting my desires, but not wanting the specifics, discovering on her own and deciphering my hieroglyphics. Decoding through my neck makes me more prolific, riveting through my veins. And now control is shifted. As your shoulders start to shudder and lips start to flutter, you're pulling back the covers, elated and you stutter. As I take this a step further, and you let out another. 2 years of my celibacy negated by your effect on me. Trembling to taste your ecstasy, speaking bilingual effectively, spelling her name carefully, while down the line of destiny. Circles when you lock your knees, X's when you start to plead, moments when you forget to breathe while motioning for you to come to me. Arching your back simultaneously, even more when you yell for me. Heart beating in brevity, while releasing the flavor of your sanctity. Without taking a moment to savor, let's proceed into the next behavior. When you lock your arms diagonally across my back passionately, the momentum in my hips drives me immaculately. Hands on your head as you dip down, presenting an altar to honor your crown. Arms on my shoulders move in rotation, intensifies deeper within your sensation. We could continue, but I do miss your eyes. I pull back your reins and say that you're mine. Hands over neck and my arms hold your thighs. Lifted back up, sternum to spine. Switching positions without touching ground. Carry you upward and slide right back down. Holding my face while receiving your kisses. Forgiving apologies foolishly resisted. Mixing in the ingredients in your cinnamon confection, changing depth and direction in our melanin connection, reading your expressions through the power of my detection, raising your vocal inflections traps me in your perfection. Continuation to an additional plunge. Rolling my hips till I feel your lungs. Losing your eyes and biting your tongue. Your nails pierce my flesh when you become undone. Tearfully detailing, not wanting to finish. Physically conflicted, but you knew her strength was diminished. Holding me delicately, increasing my motion effortlessly. Quivering and decreasingly, precipitating effectively. She pulls me in closer, her center of my core, asking if she's all I ever wished for. Yes, however, you're much more. We wish for what we can't have, what's known but on an unreachable path. With you I found a new wonder, an unmatchable standard, life-altering number. Catching your breath and asking where I want to be, naturally with you, without uncertainty. Reminding you what inspires my vitality is your intellectuality. Dominic Gatsby, Bonsoir Saint Germain. I'm gonna try to switch them up from being like sexual and serious. I don't have too many sexual poems. Actually, I do now. Whatever. So we're gonna just do that. All right. So these two, I'm gonna go ahead and do the two Parker Barrow poems. Everyone has a Bonnie and Clyde title. Shout out to Hope. But and he did one, but I didn't want to. I don't like being stereotypical. Even when I do sexual poems, someone challenged me in 2011 to like, hey, because all the poems are with happy love or sad love, and someone was like, you know what you should do? You should try to write a sexual one. I was like, that's not really my thing, but why not? I like a challenge, and to challenge myself even more. I don't like being cliche, so what I do is, I didn't want to use profanity. I cuss, definitely, I do. Sorry, I have to check my phone. I definitely cuss, but I want this to be art that just works like that I don't have to do that. Bear with me for a second. Okay. All right, team. Hold on. That's enough of that. Just had to make sure my friends are safe. Back to business. All right, Parker Barrow. Like I said, that was the challenge. So, to be real, I don't even remember which one of these is sexual. One of them is, one of them isn't, I think. So, I don't care. I'm just going to go with it. Here we go. Parker Barrow. Oh, sorry, I know I keep saying it. Everyone who these are about, they know because it's obvious to them that because they were there when these events happened. Everyone else can't tell. I like that. I kind of do it like my tattoos. I have tattoos that's a secret to me unless I take my shirt off or something. So it's kind of like that. I like my poems being open for everybody, but addressed to somebody. Parker Barrow, for real. Individuals in the midst of their own wars. Unbeknownst to you and I, he was about to give us more. I faced my greatest doubt in my ability to handle the encore. And by complete serendipity, he sent you through my door. We backed into each other what seemed at random, trying to fight our own battles while quickly becoming a tandem, matching each other's motions and creating a new meaning of what we saw as devotion, the personification of never fleeting. Unknowingly, we created a team where my life's missions included your dreams. Every battle we fought together, two-soldier army, we still outlasted the weather. We spent our entire relationship surviving God's testaments. Now we're on the side of glory, but the change makes you hesitant. When all we've ever known is how to clear the next plight, we've never known what to do when life's finally all right. Take one leap of faith with me and see how much we've grown. It's safe to be fearless. I'm still protecting your throne. I'll unbuckle your armor while you lay down your sword. The toughest days are over. We can enjoy our rewards. But what wouldn't I do for you? I've gone to the Empire State simply to have you in view. Took the red eye to London when your hopes needed to be renewed. Silent dances in the streets of Paris, just us silhouetted by the moon. It may not now seem clear. All I'm asking is for more trust. Relinquish your fear. While I'll show you where this can carry us and ushering into... Let me go back. Let me start that one up. It may not now seem clear. All I'm asking is for more trust. Relinquish your fear while I'll show you where this can carry us. Ushering at you into normalcy, afraid of the unknown. Remember my undying reliability and let that set the tone. Anything you needed, just a simple breath in my direction. Everyone who stood in the way was met with an insurrection. This may not be storybook perfect, but it is for us due to how we work it. Deeper than the surface, we grew with the other as the purpose. Unknowingly, a home was created where you'd always be loved, even if the day left you jaded. Where you can rest any thoughts that kept you mentally weighted. Be gluttonous in my love, not a moment I would have traded. You whisper to me, this is where your heart resides. That there's no other place where you can truly confide. I thank him every day for being our guide and creating us to be the strength in each other's lives. Parker Barrow, Dominic Gatsby. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. I'm not getting off yet. Just getting a drink and thanking you for hanging out for these 21 minutes so far. All right, so what we're going to do now, like I said earlier, we're going to do the other Parker Barrow. Now, every night is not going to be something different. Okay, I got to work this stuff, I got to do it. It's like comedians go to like the comedy clubs and they got to work out material. Like it's finished. No, it's not. No, it's not the same. That was a terrible analogy. All right, let's get back to business, back in the zone. Ooh. Okay. Parker Barrow, the heist and the getaway. Am I ready? Excuse me. Am I ready? I can barely keep my hand steady. Ready to settle down. I see it as continuing this adventure with the most profound. Settle implies less, of which is impossible because she's the embodiment of the best, inadvertently leaving each other. Okay. Because she's the embodiment of the best, inadvertently leaving each other inspired. Our spirits continuously lift us higher. We're not settling down. We're entering into the stratosphere, exploring the far reaches of love in our universe, not a kept secret, but trust in your co-pilot or you'll never leave Earth. We're venturing past every galaxy. While we have rough edges, what we do disproves the perfection fallacy. What is can't be simulated. Just look in my direction and leave me spiritually stimulated. Speak my name with any inflection, and I'm emotionally satiated. If doubt in the purity of my soul ever lingers, from examples of past non-believers, remove their physical for a year, anything to make it clear. If need, make it two. If that's what it takes from you to fully understand what it is to me you do. Demonic of my attraction. They can't even be replacements when they struggle to even be a distraction. Trying to convince me that I have freedom. How quickly they learn. You still hold the keys to the kingdom. Attempts to introduce me to something new to savor. Unfortunately for them, the depths in your hips is already my favorite flavor. I'm starving for the day I return to navigate every layer. Full service. Intentions to irrigate you into prayer. I'm willing to appease other players. Unmatching is the magnetism of our labor. And that's just the start of our sinful behavior. Paying my penance. Let me start it. Full service. Intentions to irrigate you into prayer. Unwilling to appease other players, and matching is the magnetism of our labor. And that's just the start of our sinful behavior, paying my penitence on the kitchen counter as we turn into each other's physical savior. Your legs rest on my back like a pedestal until your words are finally unintelligible, forcing you to give physical direction of the intensity in how you require my connection. We have the walls crying from the heat of our physical instinct. We have the walls crying from the heat of our physical instinct, realizing that we were lying to think the passion was ever extinct, forgetting about our past negative spaces, not stopping for a second, even after breaking. I'm sorry. Let me go back because I remember that. Okay. We have the walls crying from the heat of our physical instinct, realizing that we were lying to think the passion to think the passion was ever extinct, forgetting about our past negative spaces, not stopping for a second, even after breaking the bed in 3 places. Don't close your eyes for a second so I can see how well I'm connected. You let me feel in control, knowing full well you grasp my soul. Unknowingly graduated to a better man, attributed to my desire to understand. Attributed to my desire to understand. Your culture, vision, fears, insecurities, just trust me, I'll show you the wealth in your value and endless capabilities. From learning a language I've never known to the detection of my younger self would have never shown. To the dedication my younger self would have never shown. These thieves of each other's love in different ways, and we've been on the run for about 1,600 consecutive days. Parker Barrow, The Heist and the Getaway. Heist and Getaway, if it's not, I'm hoping I do a good enough job. I feel like I do a pretty good job at painting a story, but Heist and the Getaway is when she stole my heart in a good way. And then, when it stopped. Or when that relationship stopped at the time. So, all right, what are we going to do now? It's been 26 minutes. We're going to do some more. Let's do some more. Actually, the more important part, it's 9:17 tonight. So, like I said, I have to get ready because I'm leaving town at some point, and I like to get ready early. Okay, which one is this? All right, we're going to do 25-29. Okay. All right. Usually I don't preface my poems, but this one's an exception because I use different languages in there and I haven't actually rehearsed it since then. It was like 2.5 years ago. Excuse me. And I don't want to butcher it. It's about the art. 25-29, Dominic Gatsby. Or Dominic Gatsby's 25-29. It's not common to be gifted with a second chance, which is why I start every day on bending knees and folding hands. And thanks and to request let's start over. It's not common to be gifted with a second chance, which is why I start every day on bending knees and folded hands. And thanks and to request my Creator to continue guiding me in a loving behavior. My greatest weakness is your heart, inspiration for my improvement from the very start. I commit to you complete emotional transparency. Even when misguided, they're based in honesty. My greatest strength, giving me a tangible calm. When I'm filled with angst, you remind me of my resolve. The faith from your lips demolishes my demons. Trials seemingly apocalyptic are now just past seasons. I'm miles from perfect, and that's scary to me. Even if impossible, I won't stop trying to be. You're uncertain about the route to our destination, and we walk together. In actions show my dedication. Were there to be another, I'd have to retire. Not a woman in this world can create what built our fire. When I lost everything for those 2 years, you kept me inspired. With that example alone, no one could ever reach higher. I asked for a chance to sit near your throne and provide everything you need so you feel at home. I asked for you to let me feel your soul. I asked for you to let me feed your soul with compassion, make your meals in your favorite fashion, and bathe you when you're sick or desire love in a sheerly intimate fashion. I want to believe that a love's fantastic. Between us, I feel it. I'm breaking one that's elastic. I want to spend my life as the instrument of your healing, quelling your strife, reassuring your dreams have no ceiling. It's truly that simple. I love you. It's truly that simple. I love to see you dreaming. A farewell and kiss to your temple. Happy to see your visit is leaving. If you let me, I'll always try. And through every step of the journey, I'll show you why. Okay, so it wasn't that one that had it. I can't remember which one had that. The different languages in it. But here we go. I like motion, man. Like I said, you can always thanks again for stopping by. You can keep listening to these. You can listen. take these as they are, or you can like listen to the other ones. Some of them are just recited too. So some of them are performed, getting to that point where I'm really finding the vibe. That's why Vieux Fort actually has a cadence, and Bonsoir Saint Germain finally got a cadence, and it's a wonderful journey for me. It is. Oh Lord. Let's get out of the depression real quick, the sad stuff, and what we're gonna do. We did both Parker Barrows, presence of her pate. No, I don't want to do that one. That one's depressing. So we're gonna do happy stuff. Happy stuff. Gentleman's Corner. Wait, we're gonna do the Gentleman's Club. Okay, let's do it. But that. Yeah, Gentleman's Corner is not fun. It's depressing. So there's that. All right, it's not depressing. It's sad love. The Gentleman's Club, where every desire is our devotion. Let me change my musical vibe because it's been playing on repeat for a minute. I want something good. I need something that's really gonna hit it for me. I'm not even worried about the pacing on it anymore. Right now, I just want to really just feel these poems and what they mean to me. Because to me, love is like it's everything to me, and I have to live my truth, and I live my truth, like I said, through these poems, and let's do it, okay? The Gentleman's Corner, where her every devotion is. The Gentleman's Club, where her every desire is our devotion. Tighten your lips, and I'll take you past your reality. Everything you believed about passion is officially a fallacy. I'm providing you with a brand new belief in exclusivity. He and I are motivated by the opportunity of igniting your body's sensitivity. He being my body and I my mind. I have needs to fulfill before our bodies intertwine. A slight impression of my lips on your hips, speaking in tongues and reading her braille tastes equally as sweet as honey dips. Deciphering her language unbeknownst to your past suitors. The arch in your back shows that you're too used to fast movers. Tonight I've become your heart's pacemaker. Your knees grind, your ankles lock, and tears fall as if I were a heartbreaker. You cry out how much you desire my regulator, calling it the quake maker, breathtaking, all around body shaker. We're taking the word simplicity and losing it from your vocabulary. And as for monotony, I'm taking time to introduce you to the contrary. As he gives her his introduction, your name caresses my lips and flows into your ears, and we initiate this function. Delving into the abyss, not shifting my momentum in different angles and axes would make me remiss. Arms crossed, legs locked, and back twisted, applying only enough pressure for you to exclaim how much you couldn't resist it. I want every inch of your skin to remember how my hands felt, and the memory of my chest compressed against your back to be the impression. To be inspiration for your. Let me do that one again. Part again. There you go. In the memory of my chest compressed against your back to be inspiration for your candy to melt. I tell you to keep your eyes open so you can constantly see the devotion in mine, and I also enjoy your reaction once your heart rate starts to decline. The affirmation of a job well done and an indication exceeding your expectations. We capture her mind before the body in order to attain her greatest undulation. The Gentleman's Club only caters to the refined lady, the type of lady who only deals with men, not boys who beg so aimlessly. An exclusive list for the women with discriminative taste. Exclusive list for women with discriminative and unbreakable taste. And a successful career is more than a dream. To them, it's fate. That was like that was 2012. That was years ago. So let's go to more recent stuff. Let me see. All right. I don't know. I think a lot of them are sad. You know what? Who cares? Let's do work, baby. We did soul food. Gentleman's Club, we did that one. Love 351. Ooh. So I have a whole love series. Let me see how I have that one saved. I have Love 101, I have like 201, 351 and stuff. Like it's a whole process. And basically to me, the last one would be, when love's where it's at, where it's supposed to be. Like it's everything. I guess we're not gonna do that one because I don't have that one saved anywhere handy. So maybe another night we'll do Love 351. Okay. So we will do. We did 25, 29 under that one. Tastes like you. I don't want to do that one. Oh, you know what? We're gonna go back to Feelings Hour. There we go. Oh, you know what? I don't have it. 351 is called the Graduate's Course, the Midterm Study Session. I have a very long history of them. I have 201, but I'm not going to do the final exam review tonight. Maybe another night. Let's do Lip Service. Lip Service is the one with the different one. So we're going to do this one, though. Not that one. Persons and their patience. I got to find out where I saved those poems, because I have them saved somewhere. I got a new laptop since then. All right. Ooh, yeah. I can't believe I haven't done this one yet. We will now. Thanks again for staying around. Dominic Gatsby. Spoken word poetry tonight. We're just testing vocals. I'm just going through it. And it's also, I've been kind of going through it as of late, and this helps me just get stress off. All right, let's do it. All right, Lip Service. Honesty. Excuse me. Here we go. Honesty has honestly hindered my emotional agility. The conclusion to the lesson is that this sensitivity doesn't equate to fragility. Over time, I've lost all my serenity and found my only stability through faith in our divinity and the unreliability of shaking my affinity for your identity. Let me start that over. Honesty has honestly hindered my emotional agility. The conclusion to the lesson is that this sensitivity doesn't equate to fragility. Over time, I've lost all my serenity and found my only stability through faith in our divinity and the unreliability of shaking my affinity for your identity. I'm not struggling with emotional sobriety. I'm investing into myself entirely, even if it's against the grains of society and creating a rift between common thought and my spiritual dichotomy. With one exception, I pursue autonomy. Instead of breaking hearts with my physical improprieties, prying on a couple's relationship anxieties, with my intrusive intentions to pursue callously, selling dreams women knew were fallacies, disguising myself as her desired commodities, depending on the areas in which they lack quality. I'm not interested in wasting what you deserve with someone else, ignoring what you earned and lying to myself. My love for you is solidified with no solidarity in my solitude. I'm passion and anguish personified. I failed in believing I'm caught in emotional kinesis. I can't even read your words without having spiritual emotional releases. And with no one to believe my notion, I express my forlorn existence through verbal thesis. I meant it when we said indefinitely. While lying in my arms, you knew. While lying in my arms, you told me how we're connected spiritually. With saturated eyes, you said, I found my true identity by the way you love me. And I looked back and admitted how I do too eternally. I made it as far as I'm concerned. Unlike others between love and lust, this difference they struggle to discern, not seeking the truth in their current relation and constantly in anticipation of the next situation. I've recognized my enchantment in our dynasty. However, I understand that destiny doesn't necessarily promise you to me. And we're only going to go as far as our resiliency. Where I am takes a certain amount of bravery to remain true to self for the sake of my own clarity. I knew the horror that forebode me. Accepting a return which might not be a possibility, I experienced happiness and brevity. But what gives me the most verity is to be able to say with the utmost sincerity that I thank God for blessing us with love inherently, that I didn't sell myself a false fantasy, that I didn't risk conceiving with another regrettably. Transcendent is our unity. Once you earn the rest of me, you own that love indefinitely. If you hold on to your moments of clarity, you'll understand that my prosperity means nothing without your sincerity. I've accepted the life that comes with my commission, knowing that your return isn't based on any precision, and that destiny doesn't overpower your own volition. But I do believe in a little religion, and strictly relying on faith causes me mental and emotional division. I drape myself in his love. I drape myself in the love he put in us and find peace in its tension. I was lost forever when I relied on my own vision. I was lost whenever I relied on my own vision. It's not that I do any of this on intention. You earn my love without condition. In your absence has left me in perdition. My dreams are now one recurring nightmare. With with hourly endings, I'm clutching insomnia's affair. But a release is not what lies within my daily prayer. I ask for an abundance of blessings for you, and a life free from despair. And if this journey requires one to suffer, to give me everything, so life's pain you wouldn't have to suffer. Let me do that again. But a release is not what lies within my daily prayer. I ask for abundance of blessings for you, and a life free from despair. And if this journey requires one to suffer, to give me everything, so life's pains you would never have to bear. I'm always advised to settle and compromise, but I'm not waiting for everyone else to realize. Every destined love doesn't mean it'll end forever. Even when we pursued other endeavors, we spoke about this link we can never sever. We mutually confess one makes the other greater, and true to my form, your needs and desire, I'll never fail to cater. Sometimes true love may have its moments. Even then, we remain each other's proponents. Every time I lift my head, I hope to see you. I confess in different languages just to get through. My breath, my wings, my love, mi aliento, mis alas, mi amor. People look at me and try to uncover why I don't try to find relief inside the frame of another, or that I'm electing to suffer, instead of taking time to discover that maybe he just loves her. Lip service. Dominic Gatsby. Whew, Lord have mercy. That one's obviously one for me. So, what are we going to do? Will that be it? I don't know. I don't know if I have this one saved either. Hold on. No, I don't. I have it somewhere. Well, it looks like that's it for the party tonight, possibly. I really appreciate anybody who's watches this. I'm not expecting much right now. I'm just really what I'm looking for are people to write with. I don't necessarily sing, but I would love to find someone who can, because I would love to truly just write music like that and just get it expressed out that way. I think that would be the best way for me. But it really depends. It's got to build that network. So, this isn't my primary thing I do with my life, so I will be here as time allows. I can't find these other poems, so I'm just going to end it here. Whew, Lord. I don't even have a happy one to end with. That was just it. It's been 43 minutes. Dominic Gatsby. And it's been beautiful to stay here. And anyone who sees it today and in the future, thank you. I love you too. And to... I'll just sign off with this. Thank you, and past the moon and through the stars.